So what conclusions would you come to if you were a researcher and you determined that out of 100,000 women, those who had more frequent breast cancer screenings with a mammogram actually ended up with more breast cancer? Well, take a minute to think about that, because if you're one of these guys, you would determine that that is actually evidence for vanishing breast cancer. That is breast cancer that just magically disappears of its own accord. That would be the conclusion that you would come to. And if you've been drinking enough fluoride from your water supply and you're one of these brain-dead fluoride heads out there, I guess it's going to make perfect sense to you. If you're not, if you're like me and you think, wow, that sounds kind of crazy, I'm sorry. Welcome to the club, and make sure that you get fitted for a straitjacket, because you must be insane. You must be insane. So here we have a USA Today report. This is from usnews.com. I'm showing you it on here because the site actually has a comment section, and we're going to get to why that's notable later. I'll read it out here. You can probably read it anyway, but doctors diagnosed 22% more breast cancers in women who were screened more frequently. That, the study authors say, suggests that more frequent screening found cancers that would eventually go away and did not need to be treated. That is the conclusion. So, they all had the same amount of breast cancer. It's just that the women who got screened more frequently were seeing the breast cancer that is magical and would have just went away by itself. And the women who got screened less frequently didn't get those reports because by the time they got screened, it had already vanished. Yeah. So notable on here is that, surprising to me, the majority of the comments posted on this article were actually talking about how these conclusions were completely ridiculous. And so what the, I assume editors or whoever is in charge of apparently censoring the comment section on usnews.com started to do is just remove any comment at all that suggested perhaps that wasn't really a sane conclusion to come to. And maybe that the reason there's 22% more breast cancer in women who have more breast cancer screenings is that the radiation from the mammograms could possibly be causing the breast cancer. I know, it's mind-boggling, really. Mind-boggling. So they started to delete all the comments, including mine that I posted there. They've removed probably about 10 comments. Also from someone who put an MD beside their name. Not that that proves that they're a doctor, but they removed his comment too. You know what? You don't need to be a doctor to see that there's something seriously wrong here. They kept removing comments up until somebody calling themselves Alex Jones posted and claimed that they were going to kind of make them famous on Infowars.com. And then, surprisingly, they left that up there, and I started making this video, so I haven't seen what they're doing now. But I checked a minute ago, that comment was still up there. So shout out to the Alex Jones of Illinois, I guess not the Alex Jones of Texas, who also is a supporter of Infowars.com. So good work, Alex Jones. Anyway, also kind of notable with this article is the article right underneath it, microchip to track HIV and AIDS. Apparently in Indonesia, there's some support for a bill that would require people with AIDS to have a microchip implant. So that also is good. Disappearing breast cancer, though, sort of the main theme of this video. So nothing to worry about if you happen to think that maybe there's more breast cancer because there's radiation from those mammograms, perhaps causing an increase in breast cancer. Go back to sleep and make sure you drink lots of water. Put on those tasteful Save the Tatas shirts and just keep laughing at all us conspiracy theorists. You can be like these twits here and use your boobs to try to raise money for breast cancer, and maybe we'll actually take you literally. So good job. Denial of reality, objectification of your own body, and your continued support for the very things that are actually causing you breast cancer in the first place. So a little shout out to all those rather appropriately named breast cancer advocates. And that'll do it for now.